Welcome back to Resilience Blueprint, episode 3, Why Consistency is the Key. Before we move on, every Sunday we'll drop a new episode designed to sharpen your edge mentally, spiritually and physically. And I want to let you all know, I've got a special guest joining me at the end of the month, someone who's walked through fire and kept walking. But today, we're talking about why consistency, not talent, not motivation, is what separates the weak from the warriors. You don't rise to the level of your goals, you fall to the level of your systems. And systems are built on one thing: consistency. Those who win in life aren't the loudest. They're the ones who keep showing up when no one's watching. No claps, no cameras, just one more rep, one more day, one more inch forward. Seneca said, "Most powerful is he who has himself in his own power." Consistency isn't about motivation. It's about mastery of your time, your choices, and your mind. Epictetus trained his mind like a soldier trains his sword. Every morning he would wake up and rehearse his discipline before stepping into the day. Not for show, but because he knew storms were coming. And you don't build a ship in the middle of the storm. You build it in every day, in calm and in the quiet. That's consistency. Let me tell you the story of the water and the rock. It's said, the rock is not broken by the force of the water, but by its persistence. Day after day, the water trickles down. No power, no anger, no speed, just a quiet, constant drip. And over time, it splits the rock wide open. That's what life responds to. Not power bursts, not hype, but the relentless, disciplined, quiet pursuit. I've lived long enough to know this. Consistency is where boys fall and men rise. I've had sessions where I didn't feel like showing up, in business, in the gym, even in my faith. But the blueprint doesn't care how I feel. It cares if I show up. And let me be real with you. There were mornings I woke up numb, evenings I went to bed doubting myself. But in the middle of the pain, I trained, I prayed, and I showed up for my family. I wrote when no one read it, I recorded when no one listened, and I learned that success, it isn't great, it isn't all flashy, it's silent. In the Roman Empire, elite soldiers trained every single day. Rain, snow, injured, hungry, because they understood you don't rise to the fight, you fall to your habits. They drilled their sword swings until muscle memory took over. They marched until the bones ached, not because it was exciting, but because discipline was survival. When the barbarians came, they didn't flinch. They'd already bled in training. That's what consistency does. It turns chaos into instinct. So let me ask you, where do you need to get consistent again? Where are you chasing hype instead of habits? You want a stronger body? That's not built in one gym session. It's built in hundreds. You want your business to thrive? That's not built in launches. It's built on systems. You want to be a better person? Start by being the same every day. One your kids can depend on, one your enemies can't shake. You don't need perfection. You need a non-negotiable standard. So let's take it a little deeper. Galatians 6:9 says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for in due season we shall reap if we do not give up." That's the word of God. You will reap if you do not quit. Not if you're the best, not even if you're lucky, if you do not quit. So ask yourself, are you sowing every day, or are you only working when it feels good? The resilient person isn't moved by feelings, they're moved by faith and action. Remember, every Sunday I'll be here speaking to the part of you that refuses to break, the part of you that's still standing, that still believes, and that's still swinging. And at the end of this month, we've got that special guest joining us, a man who's walked through hell and came out swinging. Definitely don't want to miss that. Today, before you chase another quick fix, go build your brick. One day, one action, one decision. Because when the storm hits, it won't be the strong who survive. It'll be the ones who showed up every single day. Stay resilient, stay ready, and remember, this is where you'll find the blueprint.